Well, hello there, my name is Vladimir, welcome to my home studio, and today we're putting the Joyo Meteor against the Orange Micro Terror. If you have been following this channel, you know I'm a huge fan of the Joyo Meteor and the whole BantAmp series. I think they're really fun, really affordable, and pack a lot of features that make them an awesome kind of entry-level amp, or just something you might buy for fun. And since Joyo Meteor goes for this kind of orange-esque sound, as the name suggests, or the two letters in bold, I thought it would be a fun idea to put it against the actual mini orange, which is the Orange Micro Terror. Both of the amps pack pretty similar features, both have the volume, tone and gain controls, both have headphone outs. On the Orange it's the 6.3mm output jack over here, and on the Joyo it's the small one on the back over here. On the Joyo you can play your songs through the amp via Bluetooth. On the Orange there's the aux in over here. And what really separates them is the fact that the Joyo has a clean channel and it also has the effects loop. Right away I have to mention that the Joyo Meteor doesn't go exactly for the same sounds as the Micro Terror, because this one is more kind of for the classic rock sounds, and the Joyo goes more for the kind of orange rock reverb thing, which has a clean channel and a pretty high gain channel, which is quite compressed while still kind of retaining the orange characteristics. But since they're kind of similar products, priced the same way, why not compare them and you get to decide which one you like the most. Alright, let's start the comparison by trying the amps with kind of all the controls at 12 o'clock. Both of the amps are played through Two Notes Torpedo Live, which hosts the closed back 4x12 by Revv amplification. I've noticed that the Joyo kind of outputs a little bit less signal when the volume control is at 12, so I'm going to match that to Orange's one using the kind of input volume control on the Torpedo Live for a fair comparison. So as you can hear, they're not even close gain range wise. So what I'll do is I'll dial in a similar sound just using my ears. I'll dial a clean or kind of on the edge of breakup sound, a kind of rock guitar sound, and then a high gain sound, and we'll compare those. I also have to mention that I'm ignoring the clean channel on the Joyo just because it doesn't give me the kind of on the edge of breakup sound I like to use with my cleans. And even though you can kind of crank the gain on the clean channel if you want to, it doesn't sound that good, to me at least. So I'll just skip that and try to get it from the gain channel. If you want to hear that clean channel, I have a full demo of this amp available. I'll put a link down in the description. my experience, the Joyo Meteor handles the overdrives and boosts pretty well, but what could be a deal breaker for me when I'm getting a new amp is the fact how it handles the delays and reverbs I feed into the front end of the amp, because that's how I like to run my pedals, kind of compressors, overdrives and such first, and then the modulation and all goes to the front end of the amp. I just like how the way it sounds. And here on the floor, I'm running out of cameras, but I'll take a photo. I have the Nox Cerberus kind of multi-effect, whatever you want to call this thing. And I'm using the delay block over here, and it has some analog delay and also some reverb in it. And I'm setting both of the amps on kind of a cleanish setting, or kind of the edge of breakup sound I like to use. And last but definitely not least, let's hear both of the amps in a mix. I kind of tried to dial the sounds using my ears instead of kind of looking at the controls, and I was aiming for kind of similar gain levels, compression levels, brightness and so on. All of the post-processing is 100% the same for both of the tracks, so the only difference you're going to hear is the amps themselves. Doing this test was extremely fun, and I'm already regretting that I decided to hold this. This feels stupid and pointless, but I'll stick with it since I'm filming already. Anyway, doing this test was incredibly fun. I have to say that the Joyo Meteor might be slightly more versatile, at least if you're going for rock or metal tones. It does that better than Orange, I would say. But on the other hand, the Orange feels much more dynamic to play. It's more responsive to your kind of playing dynamics and the volume controls, and feels kind of more open sounded. So I guess it's more just what you prefer. This has the effects loop as well, it has the Bluetooth thing, and this has the kind of aux in you with a cable, so whether that's a factor to you, please consider that as well. Both are definitely loud enough to play in a band. I've tried that with both of the amps. It works really well. Both of these retail around 150 euros, I think. Check the links in the description if you want to get one of these. And again, thanks to Tampere Musiikki for borrowing this one for me to demo. Thanks for watching this video. This still feels stupid. Let me know down in the comments below which one you prefer the most. And as always, feel free to ask any questions you might have. Hit the subscribe button that will appear here in a few seconds. Click the notification bell as well so you won't miss any of my videos. Check out some other stuff I've done. And yeah, thanks for watching. I shall see you next time.